Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Queen B here. If you are seeing this for the first time, you can click the like button, subscribe and share. So today guys, I'll be teaching you guys on how to make the base of an autogele. So I measured 22 and I cut it in 3 places. You have your 22 in 3 places. Then I will cut a tiny strap, a long ashoke too, to create the strap for the back. Some people use Velcro, but me, I don't use Velcro because with time, Velcro will get worn out. It will not gum again. And once it will not gum again, there is no how it your autogele want to fit on your hair. So after cutting the 22 inches in 3 places, you take it to your sewing machine and you give it a straight stitch. After stitching it, you turn the side to make it neater. So here I'm cutting the strap, the long strap that I will use to tie the base together at the back. I measured 8 inches and cut it into 2. After cutting into 2, then I take 1 and cut that 1 into 2 again because I like my strap to be very tiny. So it will be hidden under the gele. So I cut half of that one into 2 now. So I will just fold the 2 sides, tuck into that together, fold it on each other, then give it a long stitch. So here to the sewing machine, this is 2 of the 22 inches. I join it side by side. Some people join it on top of each other, but I don't know, me, I just prefer joining it side by side, so it will have back and front. So this side that I'm sewing will be the one that will be on the edge. It will be inside, it won't be visible. So I sew it down. I join the 3 22 inches together. Please, by the end of your stitch, make sure you tight stitch. Make sure you give your autogele a tight stitch so that it won't loose at that end. So this is the third one. I'm sewing it together now. Give it a long stitch together. So the next step to do now is to fold the side together. Fold it once and fold it second time so that it will make it very neat. You know, ashoke frays a lot so that the fraying part will not be outside and it will not fray. Your work has to be neat. So you fold the 2 sides inside and you stitch it very neatly. Very neatly. Please, when you are doing it, be careful all those joint parts. Make sure you lay it flat so that it won't break your needle, because those joining parts used to be thick. Some of them break needle, so you make sure you lay it flat so that it won't break your needle. So what you do for the first side, do the same thing for the second side. So after sewing the second side, the next step for us to do now is to create our pleat. So to create your pleat, you measure half inches. Half inches is okay for your pleat. You measure half inches, then you fold it inside and give it a long stitch. So after stitching the first one, you turn it to the front, then you start creating your pleat. And how do you create your pleat? It's just as if you want to cover the sewing of the first part. Like this sewing now, maybe you just want to cover it. Look at what I'm doing. I'm using the second pleat to cover the thread of the first pleat. So that's how you make your pleat. As simple as that. And don't let it be more than half inches so that your pleat will be very small and neat. A straight line. Use the second pleat to cover the thread of the first pleat, and that's how you'll be doing it. And you have created your pleat. You can create as many pleats as you want, but normally I used to create 4 or 5 pleats depending on how plenty the ashoke is. This one now is the customer that bought it for me to use it to make autogele for her, and it's just the normal tying for head side that she bought. So I'm just trying to manage this. That's why I use that 22, and I'll make just 4 pleats so that it will be enough to create the design I want to create. So you can see what I was saying here was you use your pleat to cover the sewing. So here I'm making the third pleat now. I'm using it to cover the sewing or the thread on the second pleat. So that's how you'll be doing it, and create as many pleats as you want. So when you are creating the pleat, you make use of your hand to be pushing it in. Your hand will do most of the work here so that your work will come out neat. You make sure you push it in. You use your hand to create the line, the straight line you want, because if you do not create it very well, the ashoke will be bent rather. Yeah, it will be bent. It will go out of the line that you created for yourself. So you have to be, as you are sewing, you are smoothing it out, sewing and smoothing it out. So here I've created 4 pleats. I don't know, my camera is not showing this part well, so let me just explain what I did here. The long strap I cut before while we were cutting, so I just fold the under inside, then I fold the 2 sides on top of each other, then I create a long stitch, then I stitch it down. So I will do this for the second one and for the first one and the second one rather, so that the end of the gele has to be 2 for you to be able to tie it on your head. So here I've created the second strap. So the next thing for us to do now is to place it on the base. So when you want to put your strap on the base, just measure for 1 inch. 1 inch is okay. Then you sew it in a rectangular shape, as if you are drawing a rectangular shape. You sew the first mouth, then you sew the side, sew the down, sew the long side. So you sew it in a rectangular shape so that your strap will be very, very strong. There is no Jupiter that will make it cut, because once you stitch it down very tightly, it will be very, very strong. This is more of reason why I prefer this than the gum. It's fine, but with time it's free off. But this, even if it later cuts in the long run or the sewing gets weakened, you can just use your needle and thread to tack it back, as simple as ABC. So not that when your gum did not gum, you will not be able to wear your Autogele. No. So this strap is everlasting for you. So you make sure your stitch are very, very tight. Those stitch you make there, they have to be strong and tight. You double stitch as many times as possible. So after you finished your base, you cut off these edges rather. You cut off the remaining excess here. You cut off the excess. Then your Autogele base is ready. This is the round Autogele base, and it's ready. So yeah, I'm trying it on the mannequin. Woman head is bigger than mannequin head, so it may not be as tight as it will be on woman head on this mannequin. So I'm just tying it on the mannequin head for the purpose of this tutorial, so that you see how it will look on your head. So I'm just making a knot. The long one, the long at the back, it will be to cover the head if the customer want to cover hair, or they want to roll it and bring out their head, the hair that they make. So here our round Autogele base is ready. So I hope with this video you'll be able to make one for yourself. If you watched to this point, please subscribe, click the like button, share and follow for more. So I'll be posting the finished look of the style I wanted to create with this Autogele. I'll be posting the finished part tomorrow. So kindly stay tuned and watch. Bye bye. See you in my next video.